Welcome everyone to Cinema Regulars, the movie review show where we see so many movies in theaters that the employees know us by name and they don't ask us what movies we're seeing, they ask us how many. Isaac has laryngitis, so I am once again here alone doing a speed run of movies we saw well over a month ago because we are desperate to get back on track here as soon as he's better. So today we'll be taking a look at three movies, a tad overdue. We'll be looking at Nobody 2, Relay, and Hell House LLC Lineage. Don't forget to subscribe because it's really going to help out our channel, especially now. Apparently the last time we did one of these speedrun videos, it absolutely blew up. I don't know if that's just because we were covering weapons or if you actually prefer the shorter speedrun than the entire podcast, but let's see how this one goes. Starting off with our first movie, we have Nobody 2. Now, as no one's going to be surprised, it's not as good as the original, but I was pleasantly surprised by how actually enjoyable this seemed to be. You know, it's not breaking any, walls. It's not pushing the boundaries at all, but it's exactly what it's advertised as, and it's a lot of just violent action fun, and, 87 North always delivers. Isaac and I both gave this one a 6 out of 10. And you know what? It's perfectly fine as it is, where it is. It's a popcorn flick. There's nothing really inherently wrong with it. I was actually surprised at how, much I was enjoying it. But, that's not really common these days. So I got to give it props for that. Next up, we have the movie Relay. Now, we kind of just threw this in there last minute because it looked kind of interesting, and I'm glad we did. I thought this was really entertaining. I thought it was really interesting and really smart. The main character is played very well, and even though he's mostly silent for a majority of the movie, he's played and acted very smartly and, effectively to get, the point of the characters. And I really liked where they went at the ending. I thought that was incredibly smart, and I think the whole movie is going to go down as one of those hidden gems where nobody really knows about it, but it's actually pretty good for what it is. Isaac and I both gave this one a 7 out of 10, and I think it's, a very fair number. Last up on our list, we have Hell House LLC Lineage. This is, the fifth movie in the Hell House series? Yes, fifth. The fifth movie in the Hell House LLC series. I stumbled across the series about a year and a half ago while I was going through a horror movie binge, and I've thoroughly enjoyed the series. I thought it was very smart, and I liked the way that it was you were kind of like backtracking through a lot of the story, rather than it just telling you or having one character, monologue backstory at you. It's kind of just you're picking up little clues here and there and trying to piece together the puzzle of what happened. Now, this movie did break away from its found footage style for a more cinematic approach. And while that does kind of downplay a lot of the jump scares effectiveness and, just overall tone and vibe of the movie, I think what this movie makes up for when it loses in horror, it makes up for in people who are heavily invested in the story, such as Isaac and I were. We speed ran through all the movies before watching this, and we ended up really hyping ourselves up for this final endeavor here. And I gotta say, lore-wise, story-wise, it really paid off. I've heard rumors that this is supposed to be the last one, but given what happens at the end of the movie, that can't be possible. There's going to be another one after this, right? I hope so. Isaac and I both gave this a 7 out of 10. It's a very strong addition to the franchise. It's much different, again, than the other ones in tone and in, cinematic style. But I rather enjoyed a lot of what I saw. So very good. Anyways, guys, that's all the movies I have right now. Again, thanks for joining me for the lightning round. I don't want to spew out what we can be looking at next time because we already have movies on our backlog that we still have to film. And I don't want to add on to any more of that when we go see even more movies next week and don't film a podcast for that either. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Again, that really helps us out. And so until next time, guys, that's a wrap. And Isaac's still not here to do his part of the outro. Roll credits.